Hey, good evening. Happy Friday. It's June 5th, and I'm coming on way later than usual. Had a pretty packed day. I just want to make sure to stay consistent because that's pretty important to me. As I try to accomplish a lot of things on my list, time gets away from me. I thought it was particularly important today to come on here. Um, G and I just came back from a little get together. We haven't, with some friends that we haven't seen through this whole, um, ever since end of February. All the gyms were closed. They're all gym buddies that we had, and it was just amazing. It was so awesome to see them, and hopefully some of you have been able to reunite with friends and get back out there because it's the best. It's great because lots of changes have happened, and I'm really noticing recently is a lot of people are coming on here and ranting. Lots of rants going on. The taking control of your day posts that I do, the lives, are about taking control and staying positive, right? It's difficult for some people to do. I think by nature, people like to react and become emotional. Um, it's one of the reasons why I come on is because it helps me to keep my own head straight. I started doing this back in August, like I always say every day, following all kinds of different inspirational leaders like Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins, Brennan Burchard, Hal Elrod. The list just goes on and on and on. And there's a common thread throughout, and that is that you control your thoughts. You are the only one responsible for creating the life that you want and deserve, and to inspire other people, whatever it is that you want, whatever your purpose and intent is for living. If you aren't happy with the way you are, you have to be willing to make the changes. And that is before any of this pandemic or the riots. We've had a real problem with the other thing for a long time. That is not a new issue. It's just, it was definitely catapulted by an incident, as we all know. And so I think it just feels like this rage is coming from all of the things collectively that have happened. And unfortunately, people need to get a grip. I do. I really know that 100%. It's not doing any good to come on and rant and finger point and bring out a certain social group or a certain, political party or whatever. It's ridiculous. As soon as you do that, you put people on the defensive. Why? Stay neutral. When you're doing these blasts, if you have extreme opinions about something, there's a tactical way to do it. But when you see people blasting these things and all of these frowns and hearts are going, like rampantly up and down the screen, I have to scroll off because it's division, it's conflict. Why? Does that help? You might think it does in the moment, but it really doesn't. Are the issues real? Yes. Are we trying to cloud over them? No. Do you want to have control and be happy? Do you want to just take things at face value and maybe analyze or just deal with them? Maybe so. But I think it's really important, if you want to improve your life, if you want to live a life, if you want to have a quality life, that you have to focus on optimism, progress, and so taking control of your day, of your life, of your emotions, of your influence, the things that you say impact people. And I guarantee you, if you're angry and you are expressing your anger and you're using social media to do that, it's a little unevolved. Social media is a lot newer than anger, than any of those emotions that you're expressing. I don't know about you, but I was always taught two wrongs don't make a right. Certainly stand up for things, certainly things need justice. But when you emote, and I'm one to tell you, people don't see your issue. They only see the emotion. Seriously, they only see the emotion. Get it? So it starts there. You need to take control of yourself if you want to inspire and influence and lead. You know, you're going to attract more flies with honey. I hate that expression, but still, it's the same sort of thing. And in reality, it also causes health issues. You know, maybe it's entertaining, or maybe it's somehow fulfilling, but it's just really important, I think, for me anyway, that I pursue and maintain a positive outlook. And so I try to inspire that in other people by coming on here every day. And even though it's later at night, I used to come in first thing in the morning, and then it changed to the afternoons, and I would bring him on. He's long gone. We didn't get home until 9, and it's the West Coast, right, of U.S. So some of you I know are in other parts of the world, and so it's tomorrow. But better late than never, right? I like to end my day with positive thought, and hopefully I'm inspiring other people to do the same. But also I'm going to start out the day by recognizing all the things I'm grateful for. And I am so grateful for so many things, especially now. There's a lot of perspective. I mean, think of it that way. This existing thing we have will end. I don't know, maybe something else will come up, you know? So we went from COVID to the rioting because of the racial disorder that we clearly have. But it's also an opportunity. Hopefully we can figure something out to help to resolve pretty complex, deep-rooted issue, you know. But the awareness has grown, I think, the awareness of the problem, and that's a beginning, I think. So anyway, not to get into any of that, you notice how I did that? And in the discussion that I had, we had the people that we had that was at this get-together, this gathering, were people from different views. They were from different, they have differing beliefs, but we had such an amazing time because there was a respect there for that, because we are really all together. We really are. As soon as you start bringing up things that you know may offend somebody else, why would you do that? You know? And anyway, I don't want to get off in that soapbox again. I already went there. So I'm here to ask you if you've taken control of your day, and if you haven't, why not? And start again tomorrow. Just as soon as you get up. And I've had to do that too, because I'm not necessarily a morning person. I'm just like Mel Robbins that way. It's like, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And guess what? I have failed a few times in the past couple of weeks because I didn't feel like it. You know, there wasn't anything on certain days that made me have to get up, so I didn't. I hit the snooze. And you know what? It made me more groggy. It really did. She's absolutely right. It does. So I'm back at it tomorrow. And so if I've said anything that's inspired anybody, awesome. Thank you. I mean, thank you for whatever, for acknowledging and watching. So I'm wondering who's there. Hey, Talbot. Hey, Steve, Amy, Adrian. Thank you so much, Tierney. And thank you, Amy, for saying that. I, most of the time, don't really know what I'm going to say. I just know that sometimes it helps, because we are all the same. If I mention something that rings a bell, great. So I need just as much help as anybody else. So with that said, have an amazing remainder of your Friday, and have a great weekend, and really focus on making a difference. If you know somebody that's struggling, start there. Reach out, see if you can say or do anything to help, and that'll be great. So, all right, until next time, we'll talk to you soon. All right.